And then all the other Truth Social posts about if you ask questions, you're with the Democrats, and this is all a Democrat made up hoax, and you're just idiots. When all his surrogates had promised they'd bring this out, he talked about bringing it out. So this is Harry Carey. This is seppuku. For those that don't know, in Japanese, that means suicide. And I had the head of Rasmussen Polling on, the best polling agency, the most accurate on record today. He said Trump has lost 14 points with independents, 5 points with his main base. Like Steve Bannon said a week ago, that'll lose him before Rasmussen reported it. His dead reckoning was right. 40 seats probably in the midterms in a year and a half. This is Trump self-harming. And from all my research, you know, he knew Epstein, there were socialites, all that, but they would have already used this, that he said they had something. The Jane Does they brought out turned out weren't even real people. You know, they'd said that Melania was a hooker that Epstein introduced to her at a modeling agency. We looked into that. It was Trump's modeling agency. That wasn't.
When appearing on a talk show.
The worst thing a guest can do is tell the audience it's not going well. I've seen it happen many times. It's an amateur move because the host can do a lot to let people think it's going great, even if it's not. There are many things the host can do. The host can be enjoying. The host can act a little bit. The host can do things. Audiences want to see a good show. They want to see a good interview. And I was always amazed when someone would come out and they'd be doing okay. And they'd make a couple of jokes, and it's fine. And then they would just go, and they would look right out to camera, and they would say, this just isn't going very well, is it? And you could feel, I would look out at the audience, maybe 200 people sitting there, and I'd see 200 souls leave 200 bodies and float up through the ceiling. Because they were just told they were not getting a good show.
Right.
No, that's not show business. Show business is you're getting the greatest show in the world.
No, and the reason I say that is because I think, you know, a lot of what we're facing is an energetic and spiritual battle, I guess you could say. And I think in order, you know, if you're afraid of these people, you're giving them power over you. And I think really the only way to win this is to have your commitment to, you know, what you're fighting for, the good about humanity to be total, right? So
wow, good for you. How old are you?
33.
You write and think and speak like you're 80 and very wise.
Thank you.
You must have a good.
You can see her right over there, the lovely Shanda Masta, the accidental activist who's just amazing, who's had such an amazing story in her life. And she's going to be the co-host and really kind of drive the bus on this journey. Shanda, anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to get out there and tell my story, but I got to admit, I'm a little bit scared. You know, when I first got into politics way back, you know, years and years ago with Bernie in 2015 and 16, who was I to go to these political meetings and put my opinion out there? I was just a drug addict, poor person. I felt like that section of society was never represented. The people that I knew, you know, the people that lived in the ghetto with me, that were addicted, that were facing these problems, we had firsthand knowledge, but nobody ever listened to us, the actual people, you know. And
fighting, I will never be silenced.
As you'll see, this monster's tentacles continue to reach from beyond the grave.
What?
Refusing to answer lawyers on the grounds he might incriminate himself, Epstein thought his own silence would protect him forever. With his death by suicide in 2019 and the jailing of his former lover and right-hand woman Ghislaine Maxwell 2 years ago, Epstein's associates may well have thought the scandal was over. But after a decade of legal wrangling, more than 150 people have been publicly identified, linked to Epstein and his sex trafficking network.
He was a brilliant manipulator, not just of vulnerable